Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It's time for Insecure. We are low-key done. Okay. This episode, very much filler. It was one moment in the whole episode. Most of my shock and awe of this episode were the guest actors and actresses that I saw pop up on the screen. I was like, hey! But other than that, I was like, okay, let's jump right into it so it won't be too long. Issa is reliving the Molly argument. She laying in the bed. And right then, whatever song was playing, I need to look it up on Google. I need the soundtrack. The music this episode was hidden. I was like, oh, what song is that? I just want to play it. Issa is talking to somebody, and they tell her to relax, relate, and release. I said, come on, Debbie Allen on A Different World. Talking to Whitley Gilbert, talking about relax, relate, release. I love that episode. I love it. Okay, then I'm like, Issa is talking to Nathan. I don't like Nathan. I'm like, she's talking about this not how I want y'all to reconnect. I don't want you to reconnect with him at all. Girl, you done heard Condola broke up with your man and he got his groove on with a job and all that. You better go swoop up before you be sitting in the corner worried about the next woman getting the benefits of your man. Anyway, at least see what's up. At least see what's up. Moving on, Issa in this episode is feeling very charitable, and it made me feel like a bitch because I was the whole episode. I was Issa up until the point where she told the lady, come on, I'll pay for your stuff. The whole time I'm looking like, bitch, I'm barely trying to swipe my debit card for a little bit of shit in my card. I mean, if it was payday, that's a different story. I might would have felt, no. I ain't even gonna tell that lie. I'm not that nice to strangers. I'm not that nice to people I don't know. I will give. Like if I'm coming out the grocery store and someone has a little charity set up at a table, I'll put a couple of dollars in your bucket and, I will give to charities. Outside of that, but if you just come up to me in the store talking about can I buy your stuff, it's gonna be a no. I'm gonna look at you like, bitch, I don't know you. I don't talk to strangers. Like, my friends know. But even if I would have been nice enough and said she got a little $5-10 worth of stuff and she pregnant and she looked like she needs some help, go ahead and put it on the cart. Even if I would have did that and that stuff would have rang up to $154, ma'am, you can go ahead and take that off. I'm sorry, I can't help you today. Anyway, and it was funny because Issa trying to run her card knowing that shit was going to decline. decline. Here, try another one. Decline. And then the lady going to have the nerve to get an attitude talking about, well, I just learned it's perception or perceptive, whatever she said. I'm like, bitch, you the one broke. Go ahead and give me my wine. It would have been me. And then next thing, Issa meets George at a bus stop. Now this number 2 never ever ever in my life would happen. I don't care if you 108 years old sitting at the bus stop. I'm never putting a stranger in my car. And that's on period. I trust no one. No one enough to say, you need a ride. The next bus coming, Issa. Don't the bus in LA run every 5 minutes like it run every 5 minutes everywhere else? And then all the bullshit George was talking about, it's too hot, it's too cold. I ain't willing to give you no directions. You want to help a nigga out, just help a nigga out. I would have helped his ass right back to that bus stop. He would have never had the opportunity to read me in my car, cause. But I guess Issa was being nice. Issa was being nice. She dropped George off. I would have left his ass for sure at the laundromat. I would have left his ass. But anyway, moving on from that, like some of this stuff was very filler, but it was funny. Like the whole time I'm thinking like this wouldn't even be me, because I always feel like Out of the friend group, I'm the Issa. But not this episode. So next, Issa is at Paint and Sip. And I'm like, hey, Kyla Pratt girl. Hey, girl. But before that, she was talking to Nathan on the phone. And I saw that comedian from Instagram. Is his name Ryan Davis? I might have his name wrong. But he's hilarious on Instagram. And I peeped him. He was the one who came out talking about, it's a hair in my sandwich. You mind if I eat yours? I love how Issa gives people opportunities, and I hope he gets more opportunities because he's hilarious to me. But moving on. Kyla Pratt, Issa, this is not me this episode because I'm not a go out and do stuff alone type of girl. Like, my girls ain't going, I guess it's time for me to turn on Netflix and chill. I might go to the restaurant and pick up some food to go. I think back in my college days, if none of my friend group wanted to go to the club, I would go to the club because I went to college, Alabama State University, which is like a college town mostly. So I knew if I went to the club by myself, I was going to run into some people I knew, so it wasn't that bad. But now, I ain't one of those, I just go by myself. I don't care. No, I don't even want to go to the movies by myself. But moving on. Issa at the Paint and Sip by herself. For whatever reason, Kyla Pratt and her friends don't understand BYOB mean bring your own shit. But Issa got a huge thing of wine. She shares. And I thought this was, a touching moment. They're having fun. She's hanging out with different female friends, having a good time. Now, I did go to the Raheem DeVaughn concert. Not by myself, but my sister and her husband got the tickets. And Raheem DeVaughn, I was like, get me a ticket. I want to go. And she was like, well, I can't get you a ticket at the same table we sitting at, but you'll be sitting at the table 2 tables over from us, but you'll be sitting right next to the stage. And I was like, bet, get me the ticket. And so at that moment, I was at the Raheem DeVaughn concert, technically at a table by myself, but my sister and her husband were right over there. But once Raheem started singing, I ain't care nothing about them over there. Anyway, that's another story. All I gotta say is, when the next concert? Because I want to go back. I love me some Raheem DeVaughn. But moving on. So the girls then asked Issa, we getting ready to go to have some drinks up the street. You want to come with us? Issa, follow your first mind. I don't know y'all bitches. Bad. I don't know y'all, but she went. She was having a good time. Hee hee ha ha. This how we met. He gonna take some pills and everything. Stupid stories. Whatever Kyla Pratt was talking about. At the end of the day, they did the whole let's go to the bathroom together thing. Oh girl. See, Issa, you should have always stayed with one of their asses until the check came. And then in the beginning, you should have said separate. So if them hoes would have dined or dashed, you would have had your check. You say separate in the beginning, it's going to be separate checks. So the waitress already know when you bring the shits out, it's separate. But moving on. She come out the bathroom. She talking, telling the girl where all the dudes at around LA. And she come out the bathroom. These bitches is gone. And the waitress is like, here's the check. Right then, I'm like, oh, they in the bathroom. These separate. I wouldn't have paid for them hoes checks. I would have told that waitress right then and there, oh, they went to the bathroom. Go ahead and separate these. I had this. And paid my little check. Peace out. Issa look on the table. It's a little piece of paper. It's one of them scavenger hunt things. And one of the things was make a new friend in a new city, whatever. And then another friend was have a stranger pay for your meal. Or no, dine and dash. Do a dine and dash. And one of the check marks was you get double the points if you can combine 2 boxes into one. Whatever. Issa read that shit. Her feelings was hurt. I felt bad for Issa. I said, this It's really sad. And then Issa had a dream sequence that I just knew was real. She spotted them hoes. She got out her car, whacked one of them with that canvas. I said, Issa, you should have been whooping their ass. That one little whack wasn't enough. One of them hoes would have got an ass whooping. Yeah, they would have jumped me. Yeah, it would have been 3-on-1. But one of them hoes would have got beat up. Yes. Whichever one I whacked, I would have grabbed her hair and she would have got it. The other ones would have jumped me to get me off of their friend. But one of them hoes, moving on. Then Issa woke up from her dream and she actually did see them in real life and she just let them go. And I was like, yeah. But moving on, I felt so bad for Issa. She called somebody and was like, I need you. I knew it wasn't Molly, but I just didn't know who it was. But then I saw Wendy Raquel. Is it Robinson? Wendy Raquel. I said, hey girl, hey. And I was like, oh, I feel so bad for Issa. Like, Issa says she's 30 years old and she kind of doesn't know what to do. Like, she's on that path of, I don't know what to do with my life. I felt so good with the block party, but now what? And I feel Issa. But I thought to myself, Angie, where were you at 30? And I said at 30, I at least had my career going. I had graduated. I was in accounting. That's what I'm doing. So I at least knew what I was doing for a job and money. But everything else, I felt like Issa. But I had a 6-year-old too, so that's even more to the twirl of the situation. Whew. I feel so bad for Issa. I want to see in season 5 Issa having her shit together. Like, this whole block party thing better be a business for Issa. I'm tired of seeing Issa. Everybody else got their shit together but Issa. By season 5, I need Issa to have it together, have a career. What you go to school for, girl? Now she on the phone talking with Kelly, and Kelly is like, you need to reach out to Molly. And Issa's like, you telling Molly this same shit? She's like, yeah, I'm talking to Molly. So I'm like, if that bitch ain't calling me and you talking to her, well, I gotta call her. And I'm with Issa. Sometimes when you are that friend who's always the first one to reach out, because that's me. As much as I like talking about cussing people out and whooping their ass, I'm very non-confrontational. You have to really push me there for me. I ain't gonna fight. You gotta put your hands on me first for me to fight. Now, I probably would have whooped that bitch ass over that dine and dash, but that's different. I'm very non-confrontational. You have to really push me to go there with you. Now, I might cuss, and I might cuss you out, but I don't like to have conflict, especially in my friend group. So if you are my friend, my best friend, I'm always probably gonna be the first one to reach out to try to work it out. I ain't gonna do it the next day. But with that being said, I understand Issa, when you do get to the point of being like, I'm tired of being the bitch that's always reaching out, especially if you feel like you ain't did nothing wrong. And in this situation, I don't feel like Issa did nothing wrong. So now Issa's in the house. She's smoking her little good blunt in LA. Feeling good. She hungry. She ain't about to cook. Let me go on over here to this Ethiopian restaurant. As soon as I saw it was the Ethiopian restaurant, I'm like, Molly gonna be there. That was their favorite restaurant to go to together. You should have just ordered some stuff to go. So when you got there, all you had to do is pick it up and leave. So what if Molly's sitting there? You don't want to say nothing to her ass. Order for Issa. Pay and leave. If she don't say nothing to you, you don't say nothing to her. But see, you ain't order your food first. So now you might feel like you got to say something because now you got to sit there and wait for your food to get ready. Anyway, do y'all think Issa should have left the restaurant or order her food? I feel like it's LA. They ain't got no other Ethiopian place. It ain't like you out here in Memphis, or I ain't gonna shout out where I stay. Memphis big enough. It ain't like you ain't out over here in Memphis where you might only have one Ethiopian restaurant. But hell, LA, you can get anything anywhere. It ain't nothing else you got a munchie for. Anyway, moving on. This was a alright episode. It ain't give anything. Like, that little dining dash, that was a bitches do that. Like, I was that one did take me out. That was something new. I ain't never seen that. But see, me seeing how I'm one of those don't talk to strangers people, I would have never even been there by myself. It would have been me or a homegirl. I wouldn't go. But anyway, that's talking backwards. Where was Lawrence? I miss Lawrence. Where he at? He's single. Where is he at? Issa. And next week is all about Molly. Molly and her man Andrew going to Mexico. It looked like they're going to have a good time. I can't wait to see it. A question I have real quick is, do you think if Molly was single, would she be quick to make up with Issa? Or do you feel like Molly got a man now, so she can give two fucks less about Issa? I feel like when her and Andrew break up, because I'm sure Molly gonna do something to break it up, that's when they're gonna try to fix this thing. But I think because Molly got a man, who cares about Issa? It's sad to see because I love this show. I love Molly and Issa, but we'll see where it takes us. All right, y'all, that's all I have to give. I ain't gonna say nothing else because I'll start rambling about stuff that ain't got nothing to do with the show. I will talk to y'all later. Go ahead and hit subscribe. We got a few more episodes to go if you have not subscribed to the channel. And it's a season 5. Sometime Issa writing right now. She ain't got nothing else to do. So it's gonna be a season 5. And so go ahead and get ready for those 2 next year. Like, comment, share. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.